Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today, this is a very interesting video. I mean, when you're looking at the title, you're like, what the heck? But I promise this makes sense. This will be interesting, just keep watching, let me explain, alright? So the video today is, would Gordon Freeman, without his guns, survive Poppy Playtime? Saying that out loud is just hilarious to me. But I promise you, it fits pretty well. Surprisingly, I'm thinking. I had this idea a couple days ago. I was like, well, I need a video this week, and well, what if I just shoved Gordon Freeman and Poppy Playtime? Because the new chapter was coming out. I was like, okay, whatever. After I was giving this some more thought, I started to realize that the themes of both franchises kind of make sense with each other. Gordon Freeman being the one free man versus a world where people are taking away other children's freedom and forcing them into bodies they do not want. Kind of similar to the Combine in some ways. So I thought, well, let's see with Gordon Freeman. Basically, the idea is, what if instead of the Playtime Butcher, Gordon Freeman comes in? Alright? Let me set up the scenario here. Gordon Freeman is just got given. Spoilers. Spoilers for all the games. Should mention that real quick. Spoilers, all that stuff. Anyway, so after Gordon Freeman, gets up after what happened, Eli hands him his crowbar, and G-Man's like, oh, you know what? Instead of just leaving this guy here, let's go. I'm gonna pick him up and toss him to another universe. I'm just throw him. Gonna chuck him. Don't even know where he's gonna end up. He's just gonna chuck him. He chucks him, and all Gordon Freeman's guns just disappear. All of them burn up in the speed up, except for a gravity gun and his crowbar. He gets those. That's all I'm giving him. All right, Gordon Freeman lands, telefrags the Playtime Butcher. Didn't even make it. All right, and now Gordon Freeman is here. And so, Gordon Freeman will have to go through Chapter 1. Let's see how he would do. Okay. He'll do good. Walking through Chapter 1 is like the easiest chapter to survive. He'll get he'll get the grab pack. Gordon Freeman would probably pick that up. Might be useful. Plus, it unlocks stuff, so you'll pick that up. And walking through the building, he sees all these little things. Then he sees Huggy, and he's like, obviously that. And now there's the Huggy Wuggy chase sequence. Oh my gosh. Huggy Wuggy chasing Gordon Freeman down in the vents. Now, Gordon Freeman obviously doesn't have any weapons really on him. He's got a crowbar and a gravity gun, which can do damage, but Huggy Wuggy, if needs to be, can be fast enough to get him. And I don't think Huggy Wuggy could really do much to his armor, to the hazard suit. Especially if it's fully charged, which we're going to say it starts out fully charged. 100 shield, whatever. Huggy Wuggy could still go for the head, and, Gordon Freeman's dead. So, Gordon Freeman would have to run away, especially because he doesn't have any weapon, and Gordon Freeman would survive Huggy Wuggy. It's not that difficult, really. You just got to be fast, and the suit he's already in kind of already enhances his speed a little bit. Probably a little bit. So, and it enhances his strength, so he could probably outrun, maybe not perfectly outrun Huggy Wuggy, but he could do better than the Playtime Butcher or the player and stuff. So Gordon Freeman survives Chapter 1. I don't think we all kind of saw that. We all kind of saw that coming. Was it really that surprising that Gordon Freeman would survive Chapter 1? It's kind of obvious, isn't it? Come on, it was obvious. So let's move on to Chapter 2. Gordon Freeman wakes up. He unleashed Poppy. Poppy apparently was in some knockout had knockout gas around her. Knocks him out for a brief second. He gets back up, all that stuff. And, meets Mommy Longlegs. Mommy Longlegs is like, who the hell is this guy? Because, instead of an old worker, it's a guy in a suit. And come on. How would you react if you saw Gordon Freeman and you had no idea what that suit is or anything? Come on, it would be weird. But she's like, obviously she would still kind of can do the whole game thing, she would probably do that still. The first game, Bonzo Bunny, not really that difficult. Gordon Freeman could probably do it easily. Gordon Freeman's probably way smarter than the Playtime Butcher. You know, because, you know, one's a scientist who got hired into a secret government base, and one's either Richie or something. You can clearly, from all the evidence we know about the player, the intelligence difference is, you know, a bit different. Now, for the second game, Gordon Freeman versus the Huggy Wuggies, the smaller ones, he might still play a little bit, but one thing is, if he misses a Huggy Wuggy, he's got a crowbar still. So, you know, if he wants to, he could just swing that thing against them. Now, I don't think he could fight them all at the same time. Oh, maybe. He might be fast enough to... you know what? He could just fight them all. Instead of just playing the game, he could just kill them. That might be something he might do. But hey, it's not much matters. So, you know, it doesn't matter much. Even if he plays the game, he still wins. If he doesn't, you know, he could just grab that crowbar and just BAM! What I kind of like to imagine, the red Huggy Wuggy jumps out at him. He grabs his crowbar, whoopoosh, just on the ground, bang, and all that. And yeah, Gordon Freeman would probably continue on. I mean, me kissing Missy, nothing else. Nothing too crazy. These early chapters here, not that crazy. Anyways, we get to the part about PG Paler. Mommy would probably change, instead of Mommy asking, oh, hey, you worked here, you deserve to die. It's like, why are you here? Like, who the hell are you? Why are you here? Kind of thing. And Gordon Freeman would not answer her because he doesn't talk. We all know that. Now, I kind of want to talk about what Gordon Freeman might be feeling mentally at this point, like from his perspective. Because remember, from his perspective, the last couple of days, he's gone through hell, basically, and now he's in a new place. Gosh, it's just, usually by this point, he would have at least a couple guns, but now he doesn't have anything, does he? So, you know, it's kind of funny to think about from Gordon Freeman's perspective. 6 days ago, he was just going into work, and now all the stuff happened, and now he's just here, and, you know, battling these living toys. And he would probably figure out quickly, you know, from the clues left around that, oh yeah, this place was doing something to these children, which I don't think Gordon Freeman, we don't know a lot about his character, but I'm pretty sure Gordon Freeman would be like against this place, especially because, you know, it's turning humans into monsters, very similar to the Combine, so, you know, Gordon Freeman would continue that. Anyways, Mommy Longlegs will get pissed. Gordon Freeman obviously still has no real weapons, but, you know, he still has stuff to damage her. I don't think Gordon Freeman would confront her directly, or should, because, you know, while he could damage her, the weird plasticness of her and the stretchiness she could just grab his neck and wring him and just hang him for a bit, and he can't really do much. So it's just like not a good idea to directly confront her. And like, so it's just, you know, better to just keep his distance. Anyways, he will probably defeat Mommy Longlegs in a very similar way. You know, he would see the prototype's arm and be like, oh gosh, what another creature, or anything. And, you know, walks off, and then the rest of the chapter would probably continue as normally. Gordon Freeman would be knocked out and everything. So Gordon Freeman would survive chapter 2. I mean, I think that was kind of obvious. I mean, chapter 2 is more difficult than chapter 1. But, you know, it's not like... It's a different type of difficulty than, you know, what Gordon Freeman's used to. But he could probably do it. I mean, it's not that crazy. Anyways, yeah. Gordon Freeman, you have defeated Mommy Longlegs. Sorry, Mommy, but the only thing you beat Gordon Freeman in is these numbers. Anyways, on to chapter 3. Woo! Alright, so chapter 3. It's a very interesting location, I think, for Gordon Freeman. I think Gordon Freeman has something... There's something here that Gordon Freeman could use. Let me continue on. Gordon Freeman will be thrown into the whole vault thing, and Obviously, Gordon Freeman would get out. I mean, come on. This is not the first time he's thrown into a trash compactor. Anyways, Gordon Freeman survives, blah, blah, blah. You know, all that stuff he would do. Obviously, he gets out, kind of meets everyone up, and, you know, then he starts to meet the threats. Obviously, the hallucination place would kind of mess with his face. But then we get to Miss Delight. Now, Gordon Freeman has meet that Miss Delight. She hunts people by standing still and make them think she's dead or a statue, and then bashes them with a mace. Gordon Freeman is not a dumbass and has a crowbar, and this person is being dumb and and now is an open target. Gordon Freeman would charge at her and bash her with a crowbar. He could get a couple good hits in, and her mace thing ain't really gonna do much to his armor. He's just gotta be careful for his head, which is the normal thing anyone would do. So, what does Gordon Freeman do? He's gonna kill her. And now he's at a school. And you know what's something I think there's an opportunity here for Gordon Freeman to craft something. Cause if you don't know, there's a really easy weapon you can craft. I feel like anyone could craft it if you're smart enough at a school. Is a crowbar. I'm such a dummy. I'm such a dummy. A crossbow. That's what I meant to say. A crossbow. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Gordon Freeman could craft a crossbow. I mean, he's got a mace right there. He could just smash the mace open and just use the rulers and stuff as, you know, little bases. I mean, you can craft a crossbow. It's not that difficult. And Gordon Freeman would probably be smart enough to do it. And he could use the pencils as like ammo. And maybe if you find some like metal bars on the ground or some metal pieces, you could use that as a thing. He could make a crossbow. Now, this crossbow won't be as powerful as his other crossbows, no. And it won't be, and you know, even it won't be as powerful as a normal crossbow. It's a very, you know, kind of not that too advanced crossbow, but it's still a weapon. And the weapon would be any ranged weapon would be useful. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna be that useful against like the big bodies and stuff, but you know, there's a lot of small critters around. Instead of just shooting a flare gun at them, maybe you could just shoot a crossbow at them and instantly kill them. And then there's the flare gun. Which, could Gordon Freeman craft something with that as well? I mean, there are a lot of materials in the lab, or in kind of the all the little rooms and everything. So I'm wondering, could Gordon Freeman craft like this is gonna be a big suggestion. Listen, let's just say Gordon Freeman could probably 80%. I have a 90% chance feeling that Gordon Freeman could craft a crossbow. Do you think Gordon Freeman could craft a gun though? I mean, you got the flare gun kind of mold kind of thing you can mess around with, and you got a bunch of metal around, and you know there's a lot of materials in the big room where all the gas comes from. The gas is a little bit flammable, isn't it? And kind of some of it is explosive. So could Gordon Freeman just maybe make a gun? I'm not saying 100% wise, and I'm not saying that even the gun he would be able to make would be it would be like a prison gun. I'm not thinking like a huge rifle or anything, but maybe could he make like a prison gun? Like a very cheaply high risk gun, not the bestly made, not a product gun, but I mean a gun's a gun. Could he not? Like a simple kind of nail gun, find some loose screws and stuff and just put that as ammo. I mean, he could do that. It's up to you guys if you want him to be able to craft a nail gun or a gun or some type. Because I mean, if people in prisons can craft guns kind of thing with just the little stuff they have in prison, could Gordon Freeman maybe use some of the materials here? I'm not saying 100% or not, but, you know, listen, let's say he crafts a crossbow, and if you want to, in your mind, he also crafts a gun with all the materials around. Anyways, dealing with the rest of the threats of the chapter are, nothing too crazy. Dog Day, could be kind of scary, but like, now that he has a crossbow, just shoot it in the eye real quick, run off while it's distracted, keep doing that. And then there's Catnap. Now, Catnap's quite an interesting character for Gordon Freeman to fight. For the gas, would mess with Gordon Freeman. Because, because he's never fought like something like that, but, I don't think the gas is going to do too much to Gordon Freeman. And if Gordon Freeman needs to, he's got a crossbow and maybe a gun, which both items if he has a gun or a crossbow, won't really do much to a big body like Catnap. I mean, it would hurt Catnap. It just won't, permanently kill him. But Gordon Freeman could probably use it as, deterrence and hurt Catnap and just keep him down while Gordon Freeman's trying to, solve the situation. Then Gordon Freeman would probably, defeat Catnap as well. And then Catnap will be destroyed by the prototype. And the prototype would probably be more aware of Gordon Freeman than the Butcher would be, or like any other toys. I feel like should probably be more aware of Gordon Freeman, because I feel like mindset-wise, Gordon Freeman would be more likely to make weapons than anyone else. And if Gordon Freeman does make a gun, that would be, come on. You're bringing a gun to here. Everyone would be like, oh gosh, he's got a gun now. Anyways, yeah. So Gordon Freeman would survive Chapter 3. I think he could. He wouldn't be... Chapter 3 would definitely be the most difficult. Mostly because of... is it more difficult? Because now Gordon Freeman has the options now to craft weapons. In the last couple chapters, there wasn't really a whole lot you could use to craft any new range weapons. But here... he at least get a crossbow. I don't know. Anyways, Gordon Freeman would survive. It would be more challenging than any of the chapters so far. Mostly because of Catnap being more of a stalker. And, the little guys everywhere would be quite a hassle. And if he's not paying attention, could be, bit of a beach. But hey, Gordon Freeman would probably survive. Chapter 3. Now, Chapter 4, I don't know for sure. Because I don't have time for this video to do Chapter 4. And give you my thoughts upon it. So I'm gonna save the next 2 chapters for another video. That's right, I'm putting this into a 2-parter. Get wrecked. So if you want to see that next part, you better subscribe. Hopefully, I think I'm gonna do it. It's gonna come out next week. Don't worry, it's not gonna take like months to do. But yeah, chapter, all that. I think Chapter 4 might be more challenging. Chapter 4 and 5 will be way more challenging than the other chapters, and Gordon Freeman might die, because with Doughy and the prototype, they're just gonna keep regrowing, and it would be much more challenging. I think Gordon Freeman might die actually, like he has a higher chance of dying in those other chapters, but I'll tell you why I think that next time. And so yeah, that's the end of this video. Before we leave here, if you're mad that Chapter 5 was not the last chapter, get over it. And also, why would you think it was the last chapter? It was never marketed as the last chapter. No higher person ever said it was the last chapter. Only fans thought it was the last chapter because Bendy only had 5 chapters. Bendy is a completely different game. And a lot of episodic games get more than 5 episodes or chapters. I mean, come on. So, suck it up. It's not over. It probably will be. It's not like it's gonna go on for 20 chapters. Calm down. But it's just the last. I don't know why you guys thought it was gonna be the last chapter. It was never. They never said it was gonna be the last chapter, did they? They kind of just said, all that stuff. They just were like, this is a new chapter. That's all they marketed. This was never marketed as the last chapter. And you guys are acting like it was marketed as the last chapter. They never said anything like that. So, yeah, sorry that we're getting more of this game, okay? Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.